course, andun po kami nung auditions for the Philippine leg, no? Tapos nung nakita ko po siya ulit, kailan ba yung mga Feb na sa Korea, sabi ko, hindi ka ba pinapakain dito? Ba't ang payat-payat mo? But of course, they were being fed very well. But it's just that their training was so difficult. And it was, you know, hours and hours on ends. And so they were really preparing very hard for their launch. Okay, so of course, for the press, I think we have a mic that is available for you. Okay. Who would like to ask the first question?
Good afternoon.
Meron ka asked her? Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to address this question to Mr. Kang. I'm just curious, how did you form together all these boys and girls, and how did the audition?
Okay, audition, last year we went to the 7th country. I want to have a TV audition, but we didn't have enough time. That's why we have just open audition. So 7 country, our professional team went there, and then we select the one boy and one girl. And then after, you know, from the beginning we had a concept, how we're gonna be making, you know, what kind of a song we're gonna be doing. So we got all the plan. After that, we have the audition. So we select boy and girl.
Thank you, Mr. Kang. Can I question all the boys and girls? How do you feel now that you're now part of Zpop? And how did you represent, since you're representing already your country, so how is it to be part of this group?
First of all, debuting as a singer has always been our dream. Kaya sinubukan po talaga namin mag-audition. Nung nalaman po namin, since we're all K-pop fans, and nung narinig po namin about sa audition, nag-apply po talaga kami. Since, like, from the Philippines, 200 plus po kami nag-audition, and kami po rin nakuha. And ayun, sobrang saya po, sobrang grateful and thankful dahil napili po kami at pinagkatiwalaan ng management na i-represent ang Philippines. And sa debut po namin sa Seoul, nung Feb 23, sobrang grateful lang po talaga. Kasi meron po kami mga nakasamang famous K-pop singers, katulad po nila Rain, A-Pink, Monsta X, and it's such a huge honor to be in the same stage with them. So, ayun po.
Anyone else who would like to answer the question?
Ayun, we feel really blessed po. Like, same with Z-Girls, sobrang blessed po. Kasi po, from Vietnam, they had 500 auditionees also. So, and 500 auditionees, yeah. And with Philippines, 200 plus. So we feel really blessed na kami po yung napili. And we're so grateful for Zenith and Viva and all the company behind this. And, ayun, we really loved it, especially nung concert na po nung Feb 23, Champion Stadium. The acceptance of the other foreigners, it's really nakaka-touch po talaga. Yeah, we like it.
Next question? Anyone else? Please. Sa harap, meron kung gusto magtanong.
Hi, good afternoon, and I'm Vince Gafford from #VinceGBlogs. And before asking a question, I want to congratulate to all the members who came far. And it was nice to meet you all. And my question goes to Mr. Jun Kang. What are the qualifications for choosing the members?
Okay, first we see the talent in the future, how we can can develop or not. First of all, but most important thing is personality, and then what they think in their future, and then what they want to be. Actually, Zpop, they are kind of representative of their country. So we support them, even though you support them. After if they go to the be famous, they're gonna be give them themselves as a country go back, and then they give give some hope and dream to young generation. That's why we look at the everything.
Thank you so much.
While we're waiting for, of course, the next question, of course, our Z Boys and Z Girls were launched in Seoul. It was a Z-pop dream concert in Seoul, and it was realized through a lot of big names. I mean, the K-pop stars who actually helped launch our Z Boys and Z Girls to the world were big names like Rain. We also had groups like A-Pink, Monster X. A lot of the major K-pop stars really gathered together to not just congratulate, but really support the launch of an Asian group. So we're very, very proud to have done that. And you will see footages of the concert a little bit later on. It was attended by, we filled up the entire stadium. About 7,000 people gathered together to launch them. And I still remember Rain came on and said, some people wonder why all these K-pop groups who are famous now, and even I myself have participated and said yes to launching this group, is because I also believe that K-pop now has to grow to influence not only the fans and the fandom, but to create dreams throughout Asia. So I think that is the noble cause that, of course, Zenith Philippines and Zenith Korea and Glimmer Philippines envisioned together with Viva to make this come true. Next question.
Right. Good afternoon, Z Boys and Z Girls. Your song sounds great. Congratulations. Yeah. Could you tell us about the songs? I mean, who produced it, who wrote it, and how was the experience for you when you were recording it?
Okay, first of all, good afternoon, everyone. Our song, we're really happy with our song too, because even though at the first time we listened to the song, it's like we're not that excited, but we're very happy because our director, Mr. Go, he's very want to listen to us. So he don't like just so this is your song, just sing it and go debut. Not like that, but he also like, this is your song, so what do you like after this? Like, what kind of song you like actually? So he also asked us to like get in, join also to the music too. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else from the boys maybe?
And for Z Boys, our song title is No Limit, and it's a little egoistic in a way, but in a positive way. Like, it's saying like we can reach our dreams, but we have everything. We have everything to get what we need. We have everything to reach our dreams, but at the same time, we will still do our best, even if we have everything that we have to get our dreams.
And also in the pre-chorus it's written like, and if the sky is the limit, there will not enough. There won't have enough. Okay. It's like even the sky is not our limit. We're unlimited, and we will chase our dreams higher and higher, and we will make a new limit more and more. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Next, please.
Hi, I'm Nathalie from the Philippine Star. I'm so curious because you have like Indian members from India. Is K-pop a big thing in India?
Hi, first of all, thank you so much for coming here. And yes, K-pop is famous in India, but like not really crazy about that. But yes, it is definitely really famous than before. And also we have like K-pop contests every year. Back in 2016, I represented India for the K-pop World Festival at the at the Changwon World Festival, and that was the first time India got to the finale. But yes, India has been conducting K-pop contests like 5 to 6 years before, and it's really big now.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming. First of all, well, yeah, it actually depends upon which part of the country it is. Like from me, I am from actually Delhi, so it's kind of in north. But if you go like from the much of northeast, then it has a lot of K-pop culture over there. So yeah, it actually depends from which part of the country you are, and it actually depends on that. So yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah.
Okay, my second question is, well, K-pop, there's a huge fan base for K-pop here. What can you offer? What do you think can you offer to us, to the fans, or what makes you stand out from other groups?
Actually, I think the coordination, the kind of coordination we guys have. So, well, every K-pop group has that, but we share a special bond together because we are from 7 different countries, and it's a really innovative feel. Like it's kind of a new feel how 7 people get around and present it. So yeah, that stands out the most from other K-pop groups to us.
Yeah, actually po, iba po kami sa K-pop. Kami po ay Zpop. The Zenith is trying to create a new genre of pop, which is Zpop that goes beyond K-pop. Kasi ang nag-manage po sa amin is Korea, so K-pop po way po yung training namin. But then, ang center po ng K-pop is Korea, ang Zpop po is Asia. It's a global project that aims to establish a system that connects different countries through music. So yun po yung
pinaka
goal po namin. Yes po.
Okay. How about the culture for adjustment? How are you dealing with everyone?
Yes, actually that's a big question to us because we are from different countries and we speak various languages. So it's kind of hard for us to communicate with each other. But then, yeah, we try our best to communicate. It's a funny thing because sometimes we use translating apps, Google Translate, actions, body language. But then, some of us can speak English, so nagkakaintindihan naman po kami. But yeah, we have one dream, one goal, so yun po yung dahilan kung bakit nag-work po kami lahat. So, ayun po.
Okay, so yeah, we'll get to you. You've been raising your hand, can you?
Yeah, sorry
about that. Yeah.
Okay, so hi, I'm Sai. So I don't have a blog, but I'm a big K-pop fan as well as now Zpop. So I'm just here basically from work, half day, and took the day off just to see you guys because I'm really interested to know what's in the next 5 years of Zpop. So I have 2 questions, just one quick one. You can answer and also with the management. Will you be having any songs in Korean?
Okay, that's a good question. Actually, we have a week called the One Asia. So later on, our song have their own language. From the beginning, we have English, but later on, their country song, their body gonna be, their own language gonna be. Should be, yeah. Pretty soon.
Thanks. So yeah, I'm really excited to know because I'm an avid fan of many languages as well. So I'm sure everyone here is also looking forward to it. Another question is more on the technical side of things, particularly when I visit the website, Zpop, I think io.io, I really don't see specifically anything about the artist, but more on what the technology is. And part of which is 3 things that you want to disrupt in the economy of the music industry in general. So with that having said, what are your goals in the next few years in using technology so that we can meet ends, we can see them in concert? Because I know that part of which is going to use cryptocurrency and also technology that is somewhat new to the Philippines, not really in other countries, but also other countries that don't have access to this. So how can we see the Z boys and Z girls?
Yeah, actually, that's the in the future. Maybe in the future, we trying to make our own app. the app have the 7 or more country language together, and then we trying to give a fandom to good service. So all the actually we trying to all kind of a method how to we can reach to the my fandom. That's why we still thinking about that.
Okay, that's all. So yeah, very excited for that. Thank you guys.
Hi. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
I have a question for you later. May we hear from Joanne? Miss Joanne. Okay. Do you have the biggest appetite?
Yes.
What? Do you have the biggest appetite?
Actually, I don't know. I just because when we go to restaurant, they just give the one dishes. I think it's just for one person. I just eat it all.
Sometimes we share in that dish, but for her, it's only for her.
Yes.
Joanne, can you tell us something about yourself?
Yourself? What kind of?
Are you more of a dancer, a singer?
I like dancing and singing, and favorite artist? I like Girls' Generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My last question for you is, what rules do you follow as a group to harmonize the group?
I think is
Be kind to one another, tolerate one another.
follow rules.
Yes. What rules?
Rules. I think I need to every time to match the height. Even when we're walking or when we're standing, maybe right.
Yeah, because she's the one who adjusts actually when we have a choreography. She adjusts her
She's the
steps.
tallest,
She's
the comedian.
She's really tall to
She's the comedian in the group.
Actually, that's Fanya.
Okay, it's
She's
Fanya.
our vitamin Fanya.
Oh, okay. Okay, Vanya, tell us something about yourself.
Okay. Basically, I really love singing. I love dancing too. I started singing and dancing since I, what is it? Baby, a child. Oh my God, what is wrong with my English? Since I was a child, and my dream is to become a singer. And every time the first time I saw K-pop is, I really love the shiny seniors, shiny sunmany, and they're very good. And I think when the first time I saw them performing on stage, I was like, oh, I really want to be like them. So I'm trying hard. I'm trying my best. Even though before I joined the Zpop, I already had a girl group in Indonesia, but I still don't want to stop dreaming, and I'm still working hard on it. So please keep looking forward for us.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Keep on dreaming. My last question for Grace. Congratulations.
Sorry, thank you.
May tanong ako sa'yo.
Yes.
Sabi ko, congratulations.
Na-miss niyo ako eh.
I think this is the I think this is just the first in your group. Just share us the good news with Glimmer.
So of course, our company Glimmer has tie-ups with Korean companies such as Zenith Korea, who we also locally partner as well because we're a very young company. But my vision for setting up Glimmer was because first, I really believe in the potential of the Philippines and the people's talent. And we do need expertise from many people who made K-pop or K-drama or K-movie successful worldwide. I think there's something to be learned there. And I wanted Glimmer to become the bridge, a company that bridges this gap so we can learn from each other, and that also the Philippine talent will be able to flourish in the light of the world as well, because I really do believe in the talent of the Filipino people.
Okay, we look forward to your empire.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? would like to ask question? Yes?
Grace, one last. Again, I'd like to direct this question to Mr. Kang. Mr. Kang, now that these guys, of course, the Zpop boys and girls, have underwent training already, what are the immediate plans for them?
I'm sorry? Oh, okay. We're gonna be continue to release the album. So next album gonna be first week of the June, and September and December. That's our goal this year. Also at the same time, this year we're gonna have a TV audition. August, September, October, 7 countries. Yeah, that's our plan now.
Lastly, what are the age requirements for them to be part of the group?
Okay, then we looking at the Z-pop, yeah. Z-pop is a new generation. So looking at maybe 16 to 22, 23, around there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would just want to ask each of you, among the boys, who is your crush among the girls? And the girls, who is your crush among the boys? Please be honest.
Or who you find most attractive and sister-like. Sister-like. Sister from another mother.
Actually,
Well, Grace, the way you sound, it looks like they're forbidden to have a relationship with one another.
Actually forbidden. Bawal, ah. Bawal.
So, supposedly it develops, but
Ay,
naturally.
hindi pwede. Ano muna?
Hindi mo naman?
Career muna. Career first, love later.
But that's it. Let's say, which one is you find most attractive and why?
actually, in behalf of Z-Boys, we find Z-Girls really pretty because they came from 7 different countries. So, iba-iba po talaga yung ganda nila.
Hindi pwede parehas ang sagot ng girls, ha? Kailangan iba. How about the girls?
Oh, I don't know about a crush something, but in my eyes, I really amazed by how Perry very. No. I mean, the first time I saw Perry, and Perry right now is very different. Like Perry, the first time is like he really start from the beginning, but now he's really involving. All of us were like, "Oh, Perry, you're involving," because he learned a lot. He dance very well now. He sing very well, and he also speak English very well. We are all shocked because of his improvement like that.
Nice.
For me, I have one also. It's Blink, our magnet. Our magnet.
So,
10 years gap, safe. Because galing din siya sa zero eh. From the start talaga siya. Hindi siya marunong sumayaw, kumanta. Pero pag nakita nyo ngayon, talagang grabe yung improvement niya. He improves a lot, yeah. And I'm so proud of her. So proud of him. We're so proud of him, yeah.
How old is Blink? How old is Blink?
Blink?
14.
14.
So he's the youngest member among all of you?
Yes po.
How about the other girls? The boys are kind of shy. They don't want to answer. So let's hear about the girls. Let's start with Joanne. Who do you find most attractive? Attractive, it's also okay.
So Priyanka, go first. Do you have some what? Yeah.
That you find attractive among the boys or the girls? Yeah, the girls.
Of course.
He said, yeah.
Girls, I have one.
I have a lot among girls. Not in a bad way though, but yeah, I learned a lot from Carlene and Vanya. Of course, they help us a lot, so I love all of them. But when I first came to join Z Girls, Carlene, Vanya, then Mahiro, everyone helped me a lot. So for me, if you tell me to choose a crush from Z Stars, I will choose Z Girls.
Thank you so much for answering, girls. And do we have any other questions from the press? Okay. We have one question.
My question is for Mr. Kang. How long is their contract under Zenith?
Sorry?
How long is their contract under Zenith Media?
My company is 7 years.
7 years contract. Exclusive contract. Is it exclusive?
No. Actually, these people, every country is different. Different contract. Depends on 3 years to 7 years, so different country.
I see. Sir, will they be doing concert here in the Philippines this year? And will they be collaborating with local artists?
Yes, of course. Because that's why we're making the brand concert named Zpop Dream Live. Zpop Dream Live is our concert brand. That one, we're gonna have a K-pop star and local star, and we are Zpop star together.
There's a question here, sir.
Beforehand, yes. May pahabol lang po kaming dagdag na information about our group.
I'll just share the info now. Right now, you know them as Z Boys and Z Girls. There will be other generations coming from the Z Pop search that will later on be like them. So eventually their names will be changed. Later on, the names will be done via voting of the fans, which will be open internationally on the website of Zpop. So eventually the Z Boys will be named to another to another name, which would be coming from a votation by the fans. Like I mentioned, and like Mr. Jun Kang mentioned, this year we intend to go on national TV for the second search. And year after year, we're going to be doing the same search. So eventually, the group moves on. But the plans immediately by Mr. Kang is to do additional songs for both groups. They do recording, both in the local dialect and of course the English version.
Okay, also your question, I continue. So this G-Boys girl is my forever artist. So we're gonna be continue to do it, not only just one song, 1, 2 songs to finish. We're gonna be continue to go together all over the country, and then depend on their condition, but we're gonna be responsibility whatever I can forever. Thank you.
The next question kanina, the lady.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm just curious, why there's no Korean trainees with the two groups?
Okay, that's why maybe I explained to you already. Zpop is the, Asia is the center, but I mean, Korea also, Korea is Asia in belong to. But I want to give more chance to other countries. K-pop is already, bigger. So people know already Korean artists very well. So I want to have other country people have more chance. That's why.
But their country, naka-base sila sa Korea talaga, yung Zpop.
Yes, I'm using the Korean system base. But later on, I'm gonna be training. Training is based in Korea right now, but I'm gonna be cooperation with your country producer together from now on. 7 countries together. So base maybe gonna be in maybe Manila, later maybe base maybe in the Jakarta, we're going to be making every place going to be based. Not only Korea. Korea is just we begin. That's why we are starting from the Korea.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have more questions? I think that's it. Yeah, somebody? Yes, the mic is coming to you.
Hi po, I'm Lisa po from ABS-CBN. Bali po, I have a question for Josh and Carly. First off, what about being a Filipino are you so proud to contribute to the group?
First off is, we're so happy na kami napili and we feel proud that nasa-share namin yung culture namin with 7 different countries. Like, yung maliliit na bagay like eating with our hands when we feel uncomfortable. Like, when we're not used to eating with chopsticks, we teach them how to, let's just use our hands sometimes like this. Maliliit na bagay. And yung manners ko, yung discipline, yeah. We teach them like, in Philippines we do this kind of stuff. How about in your country? Like this. Yun po yung nasa-share namin, and we feel happy that we can share our culture with different countries.
Actually, I just want to share. Ang daming nakakapansin ng ugali ni Josh nung pumunta kami sa Korea. Like every girls are saying, right, girls, like you girls, you girls are saying like, why Josh is very gentleman. Why Josh is very sweet. Like every time na nakaupo siya, tapos meron siyang nakitang girl na nakatayo, lagi siyang tatayo, you have this seat, yan. And kapag papastal, what? Talaga. And for example, when going into the van or kahit saang place, talagang magsastand siya doon, bubuksan niya yung pinto, papapasukin niya lahat, and siya yung pinaka-last. Very Pinoy. So, I'm very proud of him talaga na napapakita niya yung ugaling Pinoy.
I also have a question for the other members. So, how are you presenting your own cultures to the group for the other members?
Your own cultures, how do you show it? Like, for example, when we eat, who said that we cannot stick the chopsticks? Yeah,
I
like
think
that.
it's from China. We cannot put the chopstick, just
Sticking in the bowl.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, actually, there's so many cultures here, and we're trying to unite all. And for Indonesia, we have a similar language, right? So many similar language, similar words with the Philippines, and we always celebrate it, right?
We always celebrate it.
Okay, let's show to them.
Let's show it to them, okay.
For example, Josh. No, I'm talking with Fanya from Indonesia. Di mana pintu?
Pintu?
Door?
Oh, pintu!
Because of it, we're getting closer and closer because some small things makes us really makes us closer, and we feels like, this is my family. Really, the real one.
Actually, yun po yung one of the biggest barriers sa amin in the first time that we met each other kasi iba-iba kami ng cultures. But nagiging maingat lang kami. Tinatanong namin sa kanila kung pwede ba to, or hindi to pwede sa inyo. Like for example, in our Indian members, they cannot eat beef because they worship cow. So we have to respect that. Parang ganun po. Ayun.
Okay, also for the production side, so they can represent to their country because maybe from the clothing concept, maybe we're gonna put in something, somebody see their clothing, this ship from maybe in India, ship from the Philippines, something like that. Also in the music side, I told you already, we're gonna put it in their language too, so they can more represent their own country. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have more questions? Or are we wrapping it up? All right. Thank you so much, girls. Thank you so much, boys. I'm really proud